I mean, yeah, no, because yeah, the thing is, I can play. You can play StarCraft for years and years and years, and every day you'll still learn new things. New things. Most of them are smaller things, but every now and then it's something as big as that. And I mean, this guy, he teaches you things about this game. Like, a lot of people think they're good at StarCraft, but until you've been to Florencio's science school of StarCraft, you really know nothing Jon Snow. Up here in the top right-hand side of the map, in the red, the Protoss player, it's Florencia. Ignorant. Everyone who is unaware of the Florencio. The Florencio files. The cannons are out there. Down here in the bottom left-hand side of the map, in the blue, yet another Terran opponent. His name is Tearing You Up. Brilliant name. Brilliant. Molzy, thanks for the 11-month resub. Almost a year. Thank you so much, my friend. Oh, it's a PVT cannon rush. This is my fave. Oh, no. Oh, no. Cannons will be able to reach the gas as well. Oh, yeah. Florencio's, he's going to do it really far back. Oh, SCV's coming down. He's going to see. He's going to see. He's going to see. He sees it. He sees it. Tearing you up. Are you going to pull the SCVs? No. No. Tearing you up's going to do a very conservative play. Oh, gas steal. Gets the gas steal down. And he's going to deny that gas with the cannons. Tearing you up. Pulling. Oh, he's going to pull boys, but only 2. That's a little bit late, buddy. That's a little bit late. Not enough. Florencio's like, I'm over here, dickhead. Yeah, get wrecked. Those are photon cannons. 2 more SCVs. Tearing you up. Giving us lessons on how to underestimate a cannon rush. No, what are you doing, tearing you up? Pulling the worst number of SCVs, which is not enough to actually kill anything, but just enough to lose you a fuck ton of mining time. Oh no, building a barracks in range of the cannons as well. Florencio's got high ground vision. Oh no, the SCVs. Oh no, there's no way you're gonna kill that, you dummies. Oh man. Oh, 5 SCVs go down. The barracks built in range of the cannons. Okay, it turns out, I think maybe a cannon there reaches the gas, but we'll see. Don't do it, Anakin, says Florencio. I have the high ground. He's like, don't try and fight me here, mate. I've got the high ground. I have the low ground. Okay. I mean, I guess, yeah. He's brave. He's very brave. Obi-Wan Florencio. He's going for the factory over there, but only 1 gas mining. Gateway up at the front. There'll be a cyber core going down at home. Double gas is starting to mine as well. And there we go. Cyber core. So it looks like it might be a stalker rush here to follow up with a bit more extra spicy level filth. Twitchy Neon with the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Pigsty, dude. Thanks for the support. What rank is this? Florencio has made it to GM on Korea once. I feel like maybe the ladder was broken or something because that, I don't know. There's the elitist part of my brain that likes macro play that says that shouldn't be possible. Yet it happened. I saw it. I don't know. Oh, the Marines do get rid of the probe. No more high ground vision, but they're still afraid of a probe popping up there, so they're not going to risk finding the cannons, even though there's actually nothing to spot the high ground right now. Tearing you up is afraid and is shitting the bed right now rather than getting rid of those cannons. The Stalker's going to be out soon. The Marine's not getting the free damage, and he's Masters slash GM level. I know Florencio does kind of do like bronze to GM shit like a lot of streamers a bit. But, yeah, most of the time, and we've done replays of him playing Neuro, Avillo, these sort of guys on the ladder. So, as much as there's always going to be a lot of people in chat saying, this is gold or silver league, I could beat this guy. No, trust me, you couldn't. There's very few people watching this stream right now who could actually beat Florencio consistently on the ladder. Ladder was indeed broken. GM released 6 days too early on Korea, and people with 4,300. Okay, so he's okay. Good. Okay, he's not Korean GM. He's like mid Masters level, I think. Is Florencio's level. I don't watch his stream that much. Guys in chat can update his Masters 2 on access. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. People's brains do break when they play against Florencio, but yeah, it would have been a bit weird if he was that level. Oh, okay, this pylon's taking damage. Florencio's going to think about running up the ramp, but the Marines and tanks very slowly going to break out here for tearing you up. Tearing you up probably feels a little bit good about this, but I've got to take my hat off to tearing you up's map vision. I mean, that's just glorious. 0 scouting all game long. No idea what's going on, and he's going 4 barracks factory. No starport. In these games, sometimes you do forget to build a starport, but I mean, if you get enough barracks production up, it can work out okay. You just want to be mostly on reactors, because we're going to see Tempests. Florencio's favorite unit. Straight into Tempests here on 31 probes, just a normal transition. For some reason, Florencio has taken his 5th base as his natural. So this is a bit of a weird expansion for Florencio. All of you who aren't regular viewers of the Florencio files, you might not realize, but this here is actually really weird. He never takes this base. Very, very, very occasionally. So definitely doing some mind games here. If tearing you up is aware of who the opponent is, definitely might get thrown off. Attacking blind across the map with 5 Marines and 2 tanks. Okay, so I'm going to call this a questionable attack right here. This is like, I have no information. I don't know what I'm walking into, but I'm going to tear you up. No, seriously, like, go, what is the game plan here? Oh my God. Oh, Florencio is like, oh, I wasn't even planning to go on a trip to Dicktown today, but if you really want to go, I guess I can take you there. Hands the controller to Neeb. Neeb starts fucking stutter-stepping like a boss. Already 1 tank on half. And the Tempest shots come down. And with that, tearing you up's like, fudge sickles. I am deep in Dicktown. I did not want to go here, but here I am. The siege tank's going to kill a probe or 2 before it dies. But that there is a, at least it's scouting. I mean, it's like, hey, I know you're going air units. Let's make starports to try to get Vikings out. I feel like Tempests are such a shitty unit on their own anyway. You could literally still just make Marines and easily win this game. Tearing you up says you, you sewer mermaid. Tearing you up clearly has watched the Florencio files before, knows who they're facing here on the ladder, knows all about this glorious fucking fish of the sewer. The fucking thing that those dudes who have the worst job where they've got to clean out the sewers when there's blockages, they got to go fish dead bodies out and all that sort of stuff. Those are the sort of guys who occasionally they breathe in too many of those sewer fumes. They come back with stories about encountering Florencio in there. They're like, no man, like he made Tempests off 30 probes. Like, I promise you, he did. People are like, that's disgusting. No one would ever do that. Why are you even excited thinking about a fucking sewer mermaid? It doesn't even have an orifice for you to, you know, get your physical loving on. Why are you excited? This is even more confusing than regular mermaids. It makes no sense. Plus, by the way, there's shit on its face because it's a sewer mermaid. It's disgusting. Meanwhile, tearing you up's like, it's fine. I'm building Vikings 4 at a time, mate. I got some Marauders on the way because they shoot up for sure. And, of course, a couple of shield batteries over there. Just a standard move from Florencio. And following up with a robotics support bay to add disruptors, I guess? I guess following up with a couple of balls is always a good way to do this. Forcing the lift. Tank goes down. A few Vikings come forward, but the Stalkers are there. Tearing you up does save that 1 tank. A single Marauder says, I'll fight them all. Eventually does think better of it. Turns around. CC's going to have to float over. And this is kind of scary because those Tempests there have already forced the lift. They've done some nice damage. And yeah, the sewer mermaid's in his element. Now remember guys, Florencio has recently been evolving. He said, I'm sick of pigs saying that I'm kind of shit at the game and me plays don't make sense. I'm gonna start making this upgrade. I've been watching a little bit of Florencio's stream, guys, and I tell ya, he started making upgrades recently. And this is something, for many years of ladder, Florencio did not agree with making upgrades. But recently he said, you know what? I might make Warpgate once in a while, just because. Sticking to Colossi, not Disruptors, I like that. He loves to go Colossi without the range upgrade, because he likes to mind game his opponent into thinking they can shoot further than they can. It's all about the mind games with Florencio. Vikings coming forward. Uh-oh. Shield batteries ain't going to heal fast enough for that. Those Vikings going to chase those batteries down. There's 2 cannons, though. Oh, my God. The cannon's adding some nice damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, man. He's taking a lot of losses on these Vikings, but he's eventually going to take that down. And it looks like, is there going to be enough Marines on the ground? No. Oh, the tank's very slowly going to take that down. But tearing you up has taken so much damage. And it's one of those things, like, have you guys ever been in a fight with someone who's so disgusting you don't even want to touch them? Have you ever just been walking along the street and, like, a really, really filthy person has just, like, hasn't showered in weeks, that just tackles you to the ground? That's where tearing you up is right now. Even when tearing you up lands a punch, it's like you pull back your fist and it stinks suddenly, like it's being tainted, like you want to chop your own hand off. And every time you kill a Tempest, you kill a cannon or a shield battery, that's kind of the effect here. You're like, I mean, I'm getting something done, but I don't know. I still feel like I'm in a pretty fucked position right now, and the reek of the sewer mermaid, it permeates everything. Me clothes smell like shit. It's kind of fucked up. Meanwhile, we have Florencio, of course, blocking the expansions with random pylos. What have we got? A couple of Colossi, a couple of Tempests, and a couple of Stalkers. He's made warp gates on all of his gateways. Holy fuck. This is the new Florencio, guys. You know, the show's never going to get stale because he continues to evolve as a player and find new weird shit to do. I think what astounds me more than anything, though, is just the absolute mindfuckery that goes on for his opponents. Tearing you up here with an epic supply block on 94, has to build 3 depots at once, is going to move across the map with a push. The pylon spots it all, sees everything, and let's look at those control groups one more time. It truly is Florencio in control, a single nexus on control group 1, nothing else hotkeyed, nothing else control grouped at all. And he is ready to F2 and attack move. The highest tier of micro. Good to see tearing you up, thinking outside of the box. Unfortunately, what he saw outside of the box was a random fucking missile turret in the middle of the map that achieves nothing. The Vikings and tanks are going to come forward, but there's a lot of Stalkers, Tempests, and Colossi there. The siege tank's doing some work on the Stalkers. Look at this fancy hold position micro. Is that not the most Florencio micro you've ever seen? He's like, I'll hold position my Stalkers just inside of siege tank range. This way, his siege tanks can shoot me, but I can't shoot him. At the end of that, it doesn't matter because Florencio is up like 30 supply. Does decide to recall half of his army in the middle of a fight because he's a dickhead and he likes to taunt his opponents. He's going to lose a Tempest for it, thankfully. No. The shield battery says, get cucked, Vikings. Haha, just kidding. I'm still winning this game. What a douchebag. I really feel like if we were giving away an Emmy for biggest just douchebag taunter of his opponents, it has to go to Florencio. Like, who thinks halfway through a battle that's that close, let's recall me army just to make fun of him? I mean, that's so unexpected. It's even worse than mana muling. It's like the ultimate, like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He is definitely toying with me. This guy has zero respect for me or any of his opponents on the ladder. And if I lose this game, I'm probably going to need a new keyboard because I'm going to fucking smash it to pieces. Tearing you up is just like, yeah, this is shit. But you know what? I'm a Terran player, and I'm not done yet. Gonna drop over here, evacuates the workers. He's gonna click on that Nexus, but uh-oh, I think you might have overstayed your welcome, tearing you up. Gonna click on the Nexus. I mean, there's not a lot of units. Oh, no, feedbacks! Feedbacks! Oh, loads into the medevacs, gets feedback. One of the full medevacs goes down, and then he re-drops instantly next to where he is. Tearing you up here. Apparently, I think... What's that? I've just got news from Annabelle, my assistant, guys. You normally hear her reading out the donation messages. She says, wait, we have confirmation. Tearing You Up has actually got a diploma from Florencio's science school. Oh, okay. So I was about to criticize the picking up and then dropping right next to where you loaded up. But apparently, I think there might have been some sort of Florencio science going on there. So let's not judge too harshly. I think Tearing You Up was... definitely had the head screwed on right there. And it was probably a mind game, you know. If you pick up and drop next to it, it's the last thing they'd expect. But I think maybe just got a bit unlucky that Florencio was on an attack move and the units just automatically killed all the shit anyway. So tearing you up there, not quite able to make that one work, is massing Vikings for now. Still building a few Marines and Marauders at a time, trying to make some upgrades very slowly, adding those in. Rando missile turret and pylon that were best friends for a while there. Turret ends up going down. We've got Tempest. We've got lots of Templar. They have Storm. They do. Still no control groups. Good to see. Florencio getting his troll on by the looks of it. Making about 46 high Templar. And still building Tempests and Colossi one at a time. He's going to attack with a mostly Storm army against Vikings. Oh. I think Tearing You Up is about to get fucking ripped to shreds, guys. I think we're going to see Florencio, the sewer mermaid, roll reverse, suddenly fucking tear off the sewer mermaid outfit, suddenly say, guess what? It's time for some hygiene. It's time for some fucking hygiene. And it's kind of like a shitty version of like a, What's like one of those like really like mum type characters that's very nurturing? They're always talking about cooking, fucking baking cakes and shit. It's like that, but with shit on your face. That's kind of what Florencio is swapping into. It's like a sewer nurturing figure of some sort. He's going to come in and he's going to say, it's time for your bath time, tearing you up. Do you want to have a bath? Come have a bath. I got 26 Psy Storms. And tearing you up says, Mom, stop fucking putting me in the bath. I don't want to get clean. I hate bath time. Florencio says, it's time for your bath. Come on. A lot of Terran are now dead. And Florencio's manically giggling to himself. Neeb's shaking his head next to him, sitting on the beanbag going, you're a real fucker, you know. You probably could have won this game a long time ago. Florencio says, would I have though? Would I have won with style? Neeb says, I mean, yeah, you fucking cannon rushed into Tempest. You had enough style. Florencio says, but I kind of want to recall more shit randomly just to drag this game out, you know? That's it. I mean, this one kind of has a purpose. It's to intercept the drop. Tearing you up once again says, let's fly right over your High Templars and eat a couple of storms to the face. The Tempest, of course, not on attack move, because once again, Florencio wants to drip feed just that little ounce of hope into Tearing you up's brain, so he doesn't realize how absolutely and brutally fucked he is. We even see Florencio microing. Tearing you up's like, okay, mate, GG, you fucking sewer mermaid. I'm gonna tap out of this one, buddy. And that's the end of that. GG, well played. Remember, guys, 14 High Templar is the magic number you need if you want to be as good at StarCraft as Florencio. What an absolute genius. A genius and a legend. Someone we could only hope in our wildest dreams to be as good at StarCraft as Florencio.